been a long time coming.
It's a case 13 years in the making.
The work's been emotionally and physically draining for those involved.
A mother lost her daughter, a community shaken, and a husband on the hook.
On August 4th of 2019, Keith Allen Comfort turned himself in to the Lake Geneva, Wisconsin police.
Tonight, a major break in the case.
We found what appeared to be human remains.
And a step closer to justice for Megan Schultz.
It's like, oh my God, my baby will get to come home soon. Maybe.
KOMU 8 News at 10 starts now.
KOMU 8 News starts with breaking news.
It's a case more than 10 years in the making. Tonight, Columbia Police have a new update. Good evening, everyone. I'm Claire Bradshaw.
And I'm Jim Rick. Thanks for joining us. KOMU 8's Emily Spain was at tonight's news conference. She is live at the police department with the newest information. Emily.
Yeah, Jim, at tonight's news conference, the police chief said the department is one step closer to finding justice for Megan Schultz. He said utility crews were searching through 13-year-old trash when they found human remains around 3:30 this afternoon. He said the remains are heavily decomposed, but investigators believe they belong to Schultz. He said they're still waiting for medical confirmation, but they found clothing that matches what they thought they would expect to find with Schultz. The city utility department had 10 workers every business day searching through a very specific area of the landfill since September 9th. And 8 days later, they found remains. The police chief said that it's been physically and emotionally exhausting for everyone involved, especially in this heat. But he said all this hard work is worth it.
We talked the first day at the landfill, and most of us have children, and none of us, including the city manager, were comfortable with that being the resting place of a child. Somebody's child was there. That's one part, and the other part obviously is the criminal prosecution. But we all have families, and we all felt that we had a duty and a responsibility to try to find Megan and bring her home to her family.
The police chief went on to say that the level of dedication for those involved in the search and finding Schultz has been inspiring, and the investigation is not over yet. Crews will go back out to the landfill tomorrow to continue searching for more evidence, and it could take weeks before they officially ID those human remains. KOMU 8's managing editor Ryan Takeo spoke first with Schultz's mother after she got that visit from police today. And Ryan, how's she doing?
She's dealing with a lot of emotions. She's excited. She's also in shock. Tonight, when police announced that press conference, we called Megan's mom, Deborah. Detectives had just been by to tell her in person what they found. They think they found her daughter's body. Deborah told us that Megan had on the same clothes and jewelry from 13 years ago.
Overwhelmed, excited. I don't know. I am so grateful to the police department. She was dressed exactly the way that I described her, and I understand that the body is somewhat intact, pretty much intact. It's been a long time coming, and it's not over yet, but it's an excellent start. This is just a prayer answered. I'm just amazed that they got it done so quickly. I thought this would be dragged out all forever and ever, but out in that heat, day in and day out. I know they started at the crack of dawn. There were 19 to 20 of them out there from the police department doing this. I'm still in shock. It's like, oh my God, my baby will get to come home soon. Maybe. We'll see.
Deborah told us tonight she's getting calls from family and friends all over the country. When we first actually talked to her, when we called her earlier tonight, she was even going door to door in her neighborhood to share the news. The police found her daughter's body. In the studio, I'm Ryan Takeo, KOMU 8 News.